was Sunday and Phoebe wouldn't be there with her class or anything. And even though it was so damp and lousy out, I walked all the way through the park over to the Museum of Natural History. I knew that whole museum routine like a book. Phoebe went to the same school I went to when I was a kid, and we used to go there all the time. Sometimes we looked at the animals. Sometimes we looked at the stuff the Indians had made in ancient times, straw baskets and all stuff like that. I get very happy when I think about it. Usually we went to see some movie in this big auditorium. I remember you had to go through the Indian room to get to the auditorium. It was a long, long room, and you were only supposed to whisper. Another thing, if you touched anything while you were passing, one of the guards would say to you, "Don't touch anything, children," but he always said it in a nice voice, not like a goddamn cop or anything. Then you'd pass by this long, long Indian war canoe, about as long as 3 goddamn Cadillacs in a row. The best thing, though, in the museum was that everything always stayed right where it was. Nobody'd move.
This is the diorama room.
I remember these little guys.
On the left there is your Attila the Hun. And this is the Hall of African Mammals.
Guy's cute.
He's quite a little ball of fun, aren't you, Dexter? It can get a little spooky around here at night, so you might want to put a few lights on. And the most important thing of all to remember, don't let anything in or out.
Out?
This is my favourite museum in the whole world. Look at this architecture. Look at that fantastic ceiling. This bit is called the Great Court, and it was only put up about 8 years ago. Incredibly controversial when it was first built. Don't know why, I think it's brilliant. And look at these stairs. It's like a theatre, isn't it? You know when you go up them that you're going to see something really special. Oh, in case you didn't realise, we're in the British Museum in Bloomsbury in London. I love this display. This is the sort of glass case that you can imagine most people who come to the museum would just walk past, glance down at, go, "Oh, a load of dog biscuits, not very interested in that," and then wander off. But these aren't dog biscuits, of course. These are some of the earliest examples of writing ever found in Britain, although, ironically, it's not writing written by Britons, but by the Roman invaders. I'll tell you what, when I was a kid, I hated museums. They were absolute torture. But now I come here not just for research, but to learn, to be made to think, to be entertained, to laugh, just to go, "Oh, wow, that's really impressive." This impressive building on the Euston Road is one of London's newest cultural spaces. Wellcome Collection hosts a dynamic programme of events dedicated to exploring the connections between medicine, life and art. Where else would you find objects as disparate as a used guillotine blade from the French Revolution? A robot used in the Human Genome Project. And a 4-foot jelly baby. Henry Wellcome collected a vast stockpile of evidence about our universal interest in health and the body. The permanent galleries display over 1,500 exhibits, spanning 6 centuries. Beata Lakota and Walter Schulz asked 24 terminally ill people if they could accompany them during their final days. From these vigils came a series of insightful and moving photographic portraits and descriptions, revealing the preciousness and transience of life. Here you'll also find an excellent cafe and a bookshop.
It's certainly one place worth visiting while in London, and what's more, it's free.
Around the 50th day, they meet in a museum filled with ageless animals. Now they have hit the bullseye. Thrown at the right moment, he may stay there and move without trouble.
Look at that painting.
Oh, what painting, Bert?
What painting? That painting. Huh? Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's a very famous painting.
It's a very big painting, Bert.
Yeah. It's of George Washington crossing the Delaware River over 200 years ago.
No.
Yeah, on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at all that ice in the river, Bert.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been very cold.
Yeah.
Why didn't he wait till it get warmer, Bert? Why didn't he wait till Easter?
Well, Ernie, couldn't do that. I mean, the British were coming. Or going.
He's standing up in the boat, Bert.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to stand up in a boat, Bert.
Well, that's true.
Look at the horses in the boats.
Oh, wow.
Look at that, Bert.
Yeah, even horses.
Standing up, too.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what, Bert?
What?
You know what? I bet George Washington caught a cold, Bert. That's what I bet.
Look at that. Isn't that the weirdest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah.
Is it? That's good. Well, I look at doesn't it? You find it hard to talk with your tongue in your mouth?
Big Bird? I've searched everywhere and there's no sign of that oversized finch. And if I see another masterpiece, I'll go mad. Pretty gold frames and there's no mud on them. Yuck. I wonder what's in there. Oh, it says, these statues are from ancient Greece and Rome. Some are as much as 2,600 years old. Well, that's something. Because some of them fell off buildings or were buried during earthquakes or were worn out by the sea, they are broken. Broken? Oh, man. They are broken.
Give me the shade. That is scratch.
Oh, hey, the new king in town. Young and old, gather round. Yeah. Black and white, red and green. The funkiest thing you've ever seen.
I think that the film gives the best diagnosis of ideological despair of late capitalism, of a society without history. This, I think, is a true despair of the film. The true infertility is the very lack of meaningful historical experience, and that's why I like this elegant point in the film of importing all the works of art. All those classical statues are there, but they are deprived of a world. They are totally meaningless, because what does it mean to have a statue of Michelangelo or whatever? It only works if it signals a certain world, and when this world is lacking, it's nothing.
I'm really sorry, Nigel. I just don't know who else to ask. See what I can do. What? You kill me. 100 years from now, there won't be one sad fuck to look at any of this. What keeps you going? Not it is, Theo. I just don't think about it.
The first objects which saluted my eyes when I arrived on the coast were the sea and the slave ship, as well as the multitude of black people of every description chained together, every one of their countenances expressing dejection and sorrow. No, I no longer doubted my fate, but I was not long suffered to indulge my grief, for I was soon put down under the decks. There I received such a salutation as I had never experienced in my life.
Wait. We should walk somewhere.
Okay.
Have you been there before?
Nope, and a few times after that.
I didn't even know it was there.